What you resist persists. This is a phrase from like the spirituality side of YouTube, and basically what it means is anything that you try to run away from, you'll always continue to experience. Now, as an example, if you try to run away from shame, you'll continue to feel shame, right? If you try to run away from your guilt, it'll continue to haunt you, right? It's just, you already know this. But I want to take that phrase and I want to connect it to something that you aren't really like paying attention to yet. What you resist persists, okay? So, if you resist putting in the work, you'll always have to you'll always have to deal with the effects of you not putting in the work, and you'll have to deal with that for longer than it would take for you to just put in the work. Does that make sense? Like, if you want to bum around and play video games, you don't want to get a job, you don't want to do any of this, yeah, sure, be my guest. But you're gonna have to feel the effects of you being broke for longer than it would take for you to just go get a job and get some money. Not even just that. The longer you do it, the more you're gonna feel the effects. So like, if you don't want to get a job at all, you just want to bum around. Let's say eventually you do get a job. You're now gonna have to work for a much longer period of your life. You're gonna have to work until you're 60. Well, you're gonna have to work until your 70s, your 80s, your 90s. Okay, chill, bro, chill. But you're gonna have to work for a much longer fucking time than if you just got up as a young man and just put in the work. You're gonna be that fucking guy at like Stop and Shop, putting groceries in a brown bag, because as a young guy you didn't really do anything with your life, and now you're 80, right? Now you're 75, and instead of you sat at home playing with your dog or something, you're at a Stop and Shop putting groceries in a bag, pretending you give a fuck about the discount on bananas, right? If you resist putting in the work, you're gonna have to deal with the side effects for longer. Fat guy watching this, right? You don't want to go into the gym. And a phrase that I even use myself from like the day to day is that you're procrastinating longer than it would take to actually just get it done. Like, if I have to wash the dishes and it's really going to take like, 10 minutes to do, but I put it off for an hour, it's been hanging over my head for a whole hour when I could have just got it done in 10 minutes. Now, that's a small example, but on a larger scale, you can see how that'd be annoying as shit. So, you putting off going to the gym, right? You're a little chubby, whatever, and you put off going to the gym for fucking months, years. But really, it doesn't take a whole month to go to the gym. It just takes like a day. You literally just fucking hop in your car and you just drive down there. And now you're well on your way to building up the body that you want. But you put it off for years, and so you deal with the effects of not having the body for years, when you could just get it done, right? You resist putting in the work, so the problem of you not putting in the work persists. And so I'm just trying to call your awareness to it. Whatever you resist doing, the problem is going to persist. If you resist falling asleep on time, the problem of you like always being lethargic, always being a little slower than usual, is going to persist. Now that's a direct shot at me, because whatever. But that's what I'm just trying to get to you. Whatever you resist will always persist. And so just fucking do what you need to do, right? That's why I'm fixing my shit. It's 1:44 right now. I'm gonna hop in bed. Gone are the days when I'd sleep at like 4 a.m. Now, I've already slept before this, so chill out. I've already slept. I came from work, I slept. But yeah, whatever you resist persists. Just make sure you're doing the right fucking things, you know. I'm just here to call your attention to some things you might be forgetting, that's all. Anyways, peace, love, stay fly.